So we're going to start out with team number 15, White Castle.
All right. Welcome, team number 15. All right, a couple of you should stay here. All right, so team number 15, tell us a bit about your robot.
Okay, our robot is named White Castle. Kind of looks like a white castle, you know, the chess piece. So we put the crown on it and put the jewels up. Oh, hello. Can you hear me now? So what our robot does is for the exploration round, it's just mapping its walls. So it knows where it is, the location of where it can go, and where it can't go. And when we start the robot, you'll see it wall follow. What wall following is it just hugs the right wall, and it goes all the way around the map as fast as possible. And when it gets back to where it started, within 1.5 feet, it'll stop. And then you'll see, actually, on the display, a map of where it's been. And so using these dots, it'll be able to determine for the next round where to go, where not to go.
So can you tell me a bit about the shape of your robot? Why is it round?
We designed a robot. So, well, we modeled our robot after the Roomba here, which you can see is a nice prize that you can win for. Well, okay. But we modeled it after the Roomba. As you can see on the Roomba, there's a nice bump sensor which extends all the way across the front of the robot. And this is so no matter what, the robot can't get stuck and it knows where it's been hit. So that whole series of bumpers there, that's actually only one bumper with 2 switches behind it. And if it's hit from the right, it knows it's hit from the right and knows to turn left. And if it's hit from the left, it knows to turn left and it turns, if it's hit from the left, it knows to turn right. And likewise, if it's hit from the center, it knows it's just hit something head on and it turns around. And the shape is round, so as you see, well, as you may see later on, many of the robots get stuck on corners because as a robot, it's very hard to tell when you're not moving. And by being around, it allows us to ensure that if we're hit, or if we're moving, we are actually moving and not hitting something.
All right, it looks like your robot's about to start.
I did that on purpose. It finds the nearest wall. That was good. And look at that. It's wall following.
So what's your...
And, if you can pull up on the... There we go. There's my map. And as you can see, there are no points because it's not mapping. But internally, it's mapping. Internally, it's mapping. And you might go, when it stops where it started. So let's see if that happens. So that took about a week to get it to hug the wall that closely. This is so our data is as accurate as possible, so we as accurately know where the wall is. I'm praying to God that it stops within 1.5 feet of where it started. That way you guys know it actually is mapping and it's not just wall following. And it might bump into the wall here. Oh, it knows there's a wall and it's turning.
So this right here, is it actually trying to score points or is it just trying to explore the field and make a map?
Oh, whoa, there's the map. Look at that. Wow. Is whoever's controlling Blockline, if you can actually move the shift, you can drag the map so that's centered. Well, that's to give it the 3D look, though. That wasn't intended. But if you just look at the ends of the map, if you just look at the end points of the line, those points actually model what the map looks like from the robot's point of view. And it should stop right now, please. Yes, mapping worked. So as you can see from the map, this isn't my software. I don't know how to tilt it. But later on, if you come up, I'll pull from the robot the map of where it thinks it's been. But if you look at the map and you pretend you're the robot, starting from this angle, that's what the map looks like. And I don't know how good your spatial orientation is, but It sort of looks like the map, doesn't it?
All right, so is your robot done exploring now?
Yeah, the robot is done exploring.
So you guys are ready to go to the actual scoring round?
And so we're going to the scoring round.
Okay. All right, we'll see.
Okay. I'm screaming, hoping I don't need the mic, but... Alright. Oh, I see. It's not hard to do anything. Work? You're in the right folder?
So now that your robot has the map that it's made of the playing field, what does it actually try to do with that in the scoring round?
So now that we have a really good map of the field, we know where the walls are, we know where it can go. We actually also know how long it takes to get to what point on the map. And what it'll do now is it'll wall follow as well, and it'll collect the first ball. It'll just go from ball to ball. First ball it sees, it'll turn towards it, collect it, find another ball, go and collect it. And yeah, let's see it work.
So while your robot was mapping, was it also keeping track of where the balls were?
No, it wasn't keeping track of where the balls were. It was only keeping track of where the walls were.
All right, it looks like it's off to a good start.
Right, well, can I borrow my phone? So right now it's just going forward and until it hits the first wall it sees, which is here, and hopefully the real program will start now. So, we forgot to turn on our our roller. So, this is not good. The ball is, there is a ball, I think, stuck underneath its roller because we forgot to turn on our machine that actually sucks the ball up to the top. What it's doing now is it's finding balls, and it's stuck on a ball now. But it's doing a really good job of finding balls, and our robot's unfortunately stuck. Are we allowed to?
All right. Is your robot just going to stay stuck right now, or do you think it's going to eventually get itself unstuck?
Well, our robot is round, so any obstacle it hits, it'll know it hit, unless the obstacle is below it. So. I think our robot is stuck. Can we try it again?
So yeah, you should take off your shoes and go take pictures.
All right, the score for that round was 2 points, I think. They had possession of 2 balls, so that was 2 points.
No, we'll go again if this time at the end.